Okay, yeah, what I suspected is the case. I can start to see some things down here if I'm observant. And there's so much down timber littering it, so I'm going to make my descent now. It's so close to the road, I can see the road from here. This must be an area where they kind of just watch the cars go by, or the headlights for entertainment or something, because it's on a cliff and there's no good access, no quick access for any human to get across the road to where they're peeking from. Especially at night. Yep, structure, boom. Here we are. Have not heard any vocalizations or anything, just for the record, or seen any sign, except for maybe prints, but it's hard to tell. The ground is so worked up. Sasquatch cross, another assorted Timberworks. So you can see how close it is. Ouch. Kill myself. Okay. So we have this structure. Let me frame it for you. I'm trying to back up here. It's really tall. It's not that much floor space, but it's probably over 20 feet tall. There's enough trees around, it's hard to back up to take a photo here. Let's see what I can do. Well, I could, but this is in the way. So they kind of have it framed around near this tree right here, obviously. Here's some human clutter, but that's ancient because it's rusted and it's the steel. We have this little circle of stones in the front. There is some minor charcoal. Nothing of any size though, very small bits of charcoal left over. Okay, let's try to push further this direction, see what else. There's supposed to be quite a few more elaborate structures around here. I just not privy to where they are exactly, so this will wish me luck here. More litter of snails. The Wellworn Route. Here's the creek, and there's the road over there. And there's kind of a rock wall that the road is built on with the creek below. Okay, back up this way. Up this little trail. Kind of dips down to near the road, then comes back up to this flat area. Okay, and then right here we have another structure. Oh, this is one of the big ones. Wow. It is massive in person. Wow. Here's all the stuff kind of blocking it off. Unless you take this little path down here. Don't know what this is about. Some people speculated that this is a contribution of Sasquatch and human. Used to have, I think, a chicken wire somewhere. Speculated if it's a garden. Here's a big hornet's nest over here. Uh-oh, it looks like it's actively being used by hornets too. Great. Well, that's about 20 feet away. I'll stay away from there. So it's just kind of weird how someone would do this if it were a human. And it starts with these little sticks, and no bigger. Here's my hand, and it goes the whole length all the way up, getting larger and larger and larger. That's where it gets to the very top. If it were a human, why would you do these little sticks like all the length of this when there's only a foot or less of clearance? Well, that's just for, I don't know, artistic expression or something. It doesn't have real much practical value as far as getting under there. As you can see, it starts real low. So you can see it starts real low, and then it just keeps going up here. So it becomes this massive structure. Before we go in, let's inspect what looks like a fire pit. And it looks like it has actual use. So, right here we have some metal usage. I do think humans have visited this. I don't know. Not entirely sure of the origin though. Okay, let's go in. It's like a good 10 feet to the top of this. I'm just not sure if humans would use something that's kind of as broken as that for a top main area to put all of the wood on. You think you would, I don't know. Anyway, I don't see any new green needles. I believe earlier this spring there was a video made where some of these had been renewed and were green. But yeah, this thing is, I just cannot get the whole thing in the, let me back way up here. Give you a view from this side. It kind of looks like it was, I don't know, Sasquatch, but it's been enriched by humans, or who knows. There's the road over there. Let's view it from this side. It's a perfect, you would think you could see it from the road, but it's, you know, perfectly disguised over here. You can just look, especially this side, they have all of the all the branches and everything just kind of mixing up the lines, and there's no doorway on the side. It just looks perfectly natural, I'm sure, just from the distance, especially. And it's 30 feet tall and you can't even see it. It's a masterwork in that sense. Whether green or brown, you just can't see it. Green when it's fresh, brown when it's not. It just looks so irregular, and I would be afraid to sleep in it myself. I'm sure it's steady because it's been sitting here, but so here we have this beam. I'm just wondering if it's really all supported by this big one here, because it's so, looks like it is. The way that was hooked up together on top there, it just is pretty ingenious. I don't know if engineering is what they have to work with. Is, I think if you took one piece out, the whole thing would go, maybe. I'm not sure, but okay, I can pull that out. I can pull that out with a problem. But you can just see how it's interlocking. You have this one up here. This one goes all the way through. This one comes on down here. And it's just really kind of amazing. That part, I wonder if it were humans or not. It looks like there have been humans here. We have this, which I would assume is humans, unless it was appropriated by Sasquatch, but a group of them, usually they have scraps and one item at a time, not a whole collection of a 6-pack of waters or whatever. So again, this has been, I think every Sasquatcher in the area has been here if they're able to physically get up to this spot. So yeah, maybe that's why we have something like this, I don't know. And there are people in the woods, but it's not a likely spot to really access, and it's not, even though it's near the river, it's not that easy to find. You have to kind of walk around here. None of these are sawed that I see. I think over in the wood pit here, I did see one hewn, this right here. But I don't see anything that I'm seeing that is chopped or sawn that's on this main frame structure here. Let's see if there's any details we missed in here, like debris on the ground. Yeah, this little log bench thing. No, it's fairly clean. I don't see any ribbons or balloons or rocks or blue pieces of garbage, or just those water bottles over there, which maybe I should clean up, but I didn't bring any backpack or anything with me, so I can't really carry all of them. We got this over here. Have a nice baton. This is where you can kind of sit around the fire. Telling Sasquatch stories. Well, let's go on here a little further.